Good afternoon, everyone. I'm delighted to be with you once again during this midweek chat, this midweek message. It's Wednesday afternoon, a beautiful Wednesday afternoon, I might add. And hope and pray that you're all able to get some chill time in today, to get out and enjoy the beautiful creation that God has placed before us. It's been just over 48 hours now since we have all received word that in light of the pandemic, houses of worship can reopen. And everybody's getting all excited and happy and ecstatic about that. And they're getting very itchy and everybody's antsy and everybody wants to see everything open right away. Yours truly more than anybody else. But my dear people, we need to slow it down. Even though we can reopen, we need to reopen in a way that is thoughtful, in a way that is deliberate, and in a way that maximizes safety and the benefit of your health. And that is not going to happen right away. So for the moment, the churches in our faith community of St. Anne and St. Catherine remain closed. We have a reopening committee that has not even had a chance to meet yet. When the governor announced on Monday that houses of worship could open, that caught us by as much surprise as it did you. We had no idea that that was going to be coming in phase one. So as happy as we were to hear that, we are not really prepared to do it. I know what you're thinking. Other churches perhaps are going to open as early as this weekend. We are not. And for those churches that are opening, we wish them well. We'll be all ears and perhaps listen to what works for them, what doesn't work for them, as we move forward and to formulate a plan, a thoughtful plan that will be in our best interest as a faith community. The reopening committee of about 12 people will first meet this evening, Wednesday evening. They'll be meeting for the first time. And we're all ears. Nobody is more open than we are right now to hear the recommendations that will be forthcoming in a timely way. Father Peter and I both agree not to put any pressure on this committee to come up with a plan yesterday. It's going to take them some time. We've already taped Mass for this coming weekend. The 7th week of Easter, we did the Mass of Ascension Thursday. We've already done it. So you can once again tune in as you have been technologically, and you can see the Mass that's been so beautifully done over these past 8 or 9 weeks on video once again. It's my understanding that a number of people have been emailing us around the issue of reopening. I'm going to ask you very, very sincerely and pastorally to refrain from doing so. Please refrain from the emails. When we have this figured out, and when we have formulated a plan to reopen, we will be the first ones to communicate that to you. We will communicate that to you in as many ways as we can think of. And we will do it as honestly, as realistically, and as transparently as we can. So please refrain from the emails. We will be the one to contact you when the time is right for us to go forward. But for now, our churches remain closed until we can come up with a reopening plan that best suits our faith community. Our faith community is not identical to the ones around us. We all have our own distinct issues and personalities. We do share a lot in common as well, and we need to take that uniqueness to heart as we come up with a plan that is in the best interest not of my own good, but the common good. Not of my own good, but the good of all, the good of one another. And that is what we must keep in mind. Having said that, this coming weekend is Memorial Day weekend, and typically we would have an outdoor liturgy at the cemetery to celebrate the lives of all of our faithful departed. We will not be doing that this year. More than 10 people usually show up for that, and we feel it's in our best interest not to do that this year, but to celebrate the lives of our faithful departed in other ways. Every single Mass that we do, we remember them. At the conclusion of the liturgy that we have taped for this coming weekend, we sing America, and then we offer a special prayer for our veterans, for all those who have sacrificed their lives for us, and for all of our faithful departed. And we do that most sincerely every single day. Something else I want to keep you abreast of or up to date on is this, that as we speak, Father Peter is not functioning too well. About a week ago, he aggravated his back just by getting up out of a chair. And he's known that he's had a fracture in one of his vertebrae, and it's really not serving him well right now. He's in a lot of pain. He's not able to stand on his feet. He's on some medication to address the pain and to stop spasms that he has been having in his leg because of it, and he's going to be out of commission for a while. That means that you are stuck with me. So I'm going to ask you to be patient, not only with our reopening process, but to be patient with me, to be patient with yourselves, and let's be patient with one another as this unfolds. Father Peter will see his doctor next week, at which time they will discuss treatment for him going forward. I have no idea what that is, what that means, how long he will be out, but I know for now he's not really able to function in a very comfortable way at all. So please keep that in mind too as we go forward and figure this whole thing out. Nobody wants to reopen any more than we do. Not seeing you in church pains me to the depths of my heart. It really does. I come over here oftentimes when the church is empty, and I think of you and your intentions big time, and I think of all of those who are hurting. But we don't want to reopen in such a way that we're going to have to close again. Because if we do that, it's probably going to be even longer and more painful than the process that we have already been through. The process that we have been through is working, albeit more slowly than we would like, but it's working. And we don't want to go backwards and undo the good that we have done. So moving forward, let's do this thing right. And once again, please, everybody, from A to Z, let's chill a little bit, because we know the one who is really and truly in charge. And the one who is really and truly in charge will never let us down. I believe that with all my heart, and I know that you do as well. Let's continue to pray with and for one another as we go forward in a way, a thoughtful and deliberate way that makes sense for everyone. Blessings on you and all those whom you love.